into the early 90s, Bosnia served as a rare example of people from different ethnicities and religious roots peacefully coexisting. Through an inclusive social milieu, their national identity depended upon this multi-ethnic way of life. A rarely used term, Merhamet, describes their attitude towards humanity. One man defines the term as, "You like all people, you want to support everyone. If you can help, you help. You can even forgive bad things. You can find good in all religions. You will be good and decent to everyone." What makes this concept of Merhamet more unique is that it is not advertised or even talked about. It is lived. Years later, in 2011, it is difficult to imagine the atrocities that occurred less than 2 decades prior to today. Although the damage and marks of the war are unavoidable, the beauty throughout is too. Furthermore, the resilience of the Bosnians and their positive outlook on life is like a mask concealing their traumatic past. Ultimately, the people of Bosnia and their attitudes impacted me most of all during my 11-day excursion to this wonderful land. It is difficult to describe or even fathom how this culture remains so kind, generous, and open-minded after a deliberate attack against them. My short experience led me to the conclusion that kindness is a value that is taught and upheld to the highest standard. Not only do Bosnians do unto others as you would have them do unto you, but their actions come from a place of goodness without expecting anything in return. It's as though everyone contributes to the greater humanity at some point, so there is no need to make sure you have purposefully paid off your debt so that someone will offer you a helping hand when you need it. Such an attitude showed me how many ways each person can contribute to the greater good and how simple it truly can be to create a happier humanity with the right attitude. Helping thy neighbor does not have to mean giving up your life and earnings, but can occur in everyday actions that serve to improve the overall day-to-day of a culture. Whether it's a server providing others a break for a basanka coffee, enjoying a game of chess with friends, looking out for the voiceless and vulnerable, a passionate tour guide leading others towards new discoveries, or even an experienced hiker enabling a tourist to befriend a baby goat, simple kindness can transform a country. Bosnia teaches us not only that the human spirit is capable of amazing resilience, but more subtly, we can learn from their culture the power of kindness. Perhaps this is actually the past idea of Merhamet that is so infrequently used today, but my translation of this concept that I witnessed is kindness. Kindness is contagious and inspirational. Given that kindness is such a primitive and fundamental way of thinking, I believe that its practice often gets lost in the everyday grind of life. If each individual were to place a greater emphasis on this basic human need at an interpersonal level, great change would come. Bosnia is proof of such a notion, and I am forever inspired.
Papa l'americano.